I've got a problem, Tony. It's the clutch on this is not working very well. So I'm not sure it's going to work today, but we'll try. So you're talking to me, sorry?
No, I was just translating.
Oh, okay. It's all part of farming, right? All this machinery has to be integrated. This is, it's called a tedder, and tedding is a word for fluffing the hay. So right now it won't dry in these windrows, but when we fluff it, it's just like throwing it in the air, you'll see, right? And we do this for 2 or 3, maybe 4 days, depending on how heavy the grass is, the weather. Like today's kind of cold, right? Won't be a good drying day. If it's really hot, like 30 degrees centigrade or that heat dome, then it dried really, really well. Are you the translator person today?
Yeah. When am I not?
Yeah, good point. Yeah, right.
Can you hold it, please?
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Really noisy on the tractor.
Yes. That's okay.
Okay,
No
okay,
problem. Later on we. What you do?
Okay, my name is Tom Henry. I own Still Meadow Farm. Our farm raises pigs, we grow sheep, we grow chickens, we grow grain, and we make hay. And today we were making hay.
Okay. And can you explain what you were doing today?
Well, I was mowing today. We have maybe 20 or 25 fields on our farm. Some we own, some we rent or lease. This is a leased field from another family.
Yeah.
And I was mowing hay today, and it's the beginning of a process, sort of a 4 or 5 day process to make bales of hay.
Oh yeah. Okay. How many acres have you covered today?
About 7 acres.
7 acres. Wow. Too big, right?
Yeah.
Now today is about 1 hour work.
Oh, I think it was more than that.
More than that?
Hour and 40 minutes or something, I think.
Oh, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
Oh wow. And today is I all video take videos and drone and cameras. Very funny, right?
Okay, okay. I haven't seen it. I look forward to seeing it.
Yeah. And where does the hay go and how is it used?
Okay, the hay is will be stored in barns and sold to customers. Some people have horses.
Yeah.
The horses eat about a half a bale a day each,
Yeah.
and we feed it to our own sheep.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Can you explain the whole process of cutting, collecting, and distributing hay?
Okay, so it's kind of a circle that goes the whole year. We'll start with today,
Yeah.
where I cut the hay.
Mhm.
It's very wet. The moisture will be, 60% moisture, a lot of water.
Yeah.
Then the next day, we dry it using a machine called a tedder. It fluffs it up.
Yep.
Then the next day, we will ted it again, dry it.
Yeah.
Then the next day we'll do it again.
Oh yeah.
And if it gets down to about 20% moisture, then we rake it into windrows and we bale it. The bales weigh 22 kilos, 50 pounds, something like that.
Yeah.
Then a bunch of strong young guys come and pick it up, put it on the trucks, and take it to our barns and store it. And then sometimes we sell some of it to customers who have hay or sheep, or sorry, horses or sheep.
Yeah.
And we use some ourselves. Then this field will get irrigated for more hay, which we call a second cut. This is a first cut. There'll be a second cut. That's really good quality hay. We'll do the same process, cut it, dry it, bale it, put it in the barn, and we feed that to our sheep just before they give birth to the lambs. It's very nutritious, high energy, very good quality stuff. And then we will irrigate again, and we get more grass. Sometimes we'll get a third cut. More likely, we'll just grow the grass, put the sheep in here and graze it. Then in the fall, we take sheep manure and pig manure and we put it on the field. It grows up, so the next year we can cut the hay and start all over. So it's sort of a circle of the animals, the manure, the hay, and around it goes.
Oh yeah. How many strong guys work tomorrow?
In 3 or 4 days from now, anywhere from 4 to 8.
4 to 8.
Yeah.
Wow. How long does the process take from start to finish?
Usually 4 days if the weather is good. If we get rain, then days and days longer. If it's really hot, which it's not right now, it's sort of 16-degree weather. This is about the minimum temperature we can make hay in.
Minimum temperature, how degrees?
16, 17.
16 degrees, 16, 17 degrees. Oh, yeah.
After below that, very hard to make dry hay.
Yeah.
If we bale the hay when it's wet, the bales heat up and can catch fire.
Oh, wow.
So very important that we get them to the right moisture. This thing right here, this is a moisture tester.
Oh,
right?
moisture capture.
Yeah, so I can put it in the bale and see what the moisture is.
I see.
But I can also put my finger in and kind of feel.
This one is monitors temperatures.
And also temperature,
also temperature.
Right, so moisture, temperature, and we make a few bales, we put this in. If it's too wet, we stop.
Oh, too wet, stop.
Yeah,
And we need it dry.
We need it dry. Yeah. So last year, or the year before, we had a really high temperatures, 30 degrees, then 2 days to make the hay.
Oh, 2 days.
Not 4, 2, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. And the thing with our fields, Tony, is we have all these trees here. So in 4 days from now, a lot of this hay will be good, ready, but not in the shade of the trees over here. We have to make 4, 5, 6 days for that.
And shade in more wet, right?
More
not
wet.
Dry.
No.
Yeah, we need more time, right?
That's right. So when we bale it, we'll make a circle around some of this hay and leave it for more days. And ted it and try to dry it down. Yeah.
And last, do you know, can you see Kubota?
Yes.
Yeah, is it good?
Very good tractor.
20 years old, this one.
Yes.
How many do you have tractors? What kind?
4.
4.
Mahindra.
Yeah, Hindra.
Mahindra, that's
made in India.
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
A Landini, made in Italy.
Made in Italy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kubota, Japan.
Japan.
And a Massey Ferguson, made in the United States.
Oh, and 4
tractors.
Wow.
Yeah.
Stars in my eyes, fire below me, starting to rise. I'm my own captain, hanging on tight tonight. Pointless try and turn back the time. I've never been this old in my life. Load up my spaceship, tear through the sky at night. Leave regrets and wishes and hopes and bets and wondering what would happen. Think I'll leave it all behind. I don't wanna wake up and let my dreams die. This moment I'll make it mine. Don't tell me I'm wasting time. I'll show you what I'm made of and give my dreams life. I'll put it all on the line, just like I'm young, wild and alive. I'm young, wild and alive. 'Cause fear's not part of the plan. Take a look tonight. You know I'll see me from the destiny. If I want to, I'll never learn. And if you want to watch me, I can. Circle the globe and do it again. I'm regrets and wishes and hopes and bets and wondering what would happen. Think I'll leave it all behind. I don't wanna wake up and let my dreams die. This moment I'll make it mine. Don't tell me I'm wasting time. I'll show you what I'm made of and give my dreams life. I'll put it all on the line, just like I'm young, dreams die. This moment I'll make it mine. Don't tell me I'm wasting time. I'll show you what I'm made of and give my dreams life. I'll put it all on the line, just like I'm young, wild and alive. I'm young, wild and alive. I'm young, wild and alive.
I don't wanna come on too strong, yeah. I'm always worried I'll stay too long. But what's on your mind tonight? I love it when we can laugh together. That kind of thing, it just makes me feel better. I'm gonna give this just one try. Oh, what if I told you you took my breath away? And what if I told you I wish that I could stay? Is it a mistake? Will my heart break? Or will you love when I say? What if I told you you took my breath away? I'm thinking maybe I'll take you out so we can get a little closer now. Let's hear what's on your mind. 'Cause all this time I've been wondering, are you feeling what I'm feeling?
I haven't one of the ropes busted on it, so don't push on the thing. You can drop it up there, or I could walk it up there, but I gotta tie this corner back on. Oh, okay.
I think I got it now. I'm glad I did it while I was not the whole bag.
How are you?
Good, are you?
Start off, do you want to just quickly introduce yourself?
My name's Peter Demoy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a sheep shearer on Vancouver Island.
On Vancouver Island. How long have you been doing this for?
45 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Started when I was 15. I just had my 60th birthday a couple of months ago.
Oh my goodness. How
Right.
long do you think you'll do this for? How much
long,
longer?
As long as I feel fine.
Yeah.
I know some shearers that are still in their 70s shearing sheep.
Oh my goodness.
Like probably not at this rate, but I can still do it.
I've been watching you for the past hour.
Yeah.
And you're really quick.
Efficient.
Very efficient.
Efficient.
How, what would you say your average per sheep? What's your average time for one?
Today it's about 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Wow.
And that's, start to getting the next one, right?
Yeah.
So there's
yeah.
about 20 seconds in between. So to shear the
Oh
sheep
my
is probably about
goodness.
2 minutes.
That's amazing. How many have you done in one day or one sitting? What's the most that you've sheared?
The most I've ever done was 400.
400?
So that was in New Zealand when I was 28 years old.
In New
You do 50 an
Zealand.
hour for 8 hours, you get 400.
Oh my gosh, that's
Yeah.
crazy. How many have you done today then?
About 80, I think.
80?
Yeah.
Wow. And if you don't mind me asking, what is your rate for, how do you charge per?
It varies.
It varies.
So yeah, so the rate is $10 per sheep.
Okay.
$100 is the minimum for up to 10.
Oh, okay.
So if somebody has 2 or 3 sheep, I look after them.
Right.
People with larger flocks
Yeah.
get discounts. So if they got more than 50, it becomes $8. If they have more than 100, it's $6 a sheep.
Okay.
And people with really large flocks will go down to $4 a sheep
Oh.
because I only have to set up once and just spend all day,
Right.
rather than moving from place to place to place.
Right. Okay.
And then these guys feed me and they give me coffee. And
Yeah.
it's one of my best jobs.
Yeah. And it seems like the type of job that you would need a lot of strength. Do you think, do you do anything to keep that going, like to be strong?
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure. I
Yeah.
do all kinds of weight training and,
Yeah.
and physical training.
You
Mostly
have
in the
to.
off season when I'm shearing, I don't need to so much.
Right.
Because I'm handling
Right.
150-pound
This
animals.
is a workout.
Well, this is a workout
Yeah.
on its own. Yeah, I don't need
Yeah.
to do more than this.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So this is actually going to be our very, very first video
Okay.
for his channel.
Okay, good.
And to give you a little, I guess, background about what it's going to be, it's basically just introducing kind of like our community or culture
Okay.
here in Metchosin, and just, I think we'll branch out to Vancouver Island,
Mhm.
Victoria,
Right.
to people in Korea to kind of
Right.
introduce them about our
To
culture
what life
here.
is like here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there anything you want to say to people who will be watching in the future? Like, what is your favorite thing about our Metchosin community, or?
Oh, Metchosin is a great place. I wish I'd bought a house here. I live in Central Saanich, not far away. It's pretty good. Just Vancouver Island in general.
Yeah.
I never feel that I have to leave.
Yes, I
Right?
agree.
Like
Yeah.
when I want to take a week off or go on a holiday, I'll throw my camping gear in my backpack and go and hike a trail along the west coast.
Yeah.
Or I'll go to the north coast, or I'll hike
Yeah.
into a lake somewhere.
Yeah.
There's so much here.
Yeah,
I never
is.
have to leave.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it sounds like you've actually traveled quite a bit before.
I have.
So to say that's pretty, that's quite a statement, right? Because you've been to so many places, but yet this is just enough.
This is
right?
this is enough.
More
for me.
than enough.
More than enough.
Yeah. That's amazing. Thank you so much, Peter.
Ocean view shearing. We don't get that often.
No, we don't. That's right. That's right. Thank you so much.
Can you introduce your farm, please?
Sure. My name's Tom Henry. This is Still Meadow Farm. We're in the pig barn right now. Our farm has sheep and pigs, and we grow hay and we grow grain. Sometimes we do chickens. But the biggest part of the farm is the pig part, and you are in the pig barn right now. So we have about 400 pigs at any one time. We're what's called a farrow to finish barn, which means that we birth the pigs here. We have breeding stock, both the females, which are the sows, and the males, which are called boars. Then we birth the piglets, we raise them up, and then we ship them off for meat. So there's two people that work in this barn a lot. This down here is Dawn, she's the barn manager, so she's in here 5 days a week and she really runs the place. I help her out sometimes on the weekends and I run this place. Every day the pigs have to be fed in the morning around 7 to 7:30 and again around 3:30 to 4, which is now. That's why it's a bit noisy in the barn because there's a feed line running and these animals are you know, competing for some feed. Then during the night nobody is here, and during the day we clean out the pens. You can see this pen here probably needs to be cleaned in a few days. This pen here was just clean. It's like a hotel. We clean rooms, we have new guests, and we just keep on cleaning and putting down new bedding. And that's what a lot of the work in the barn is. Then if you come this way, birth pigs here and we raise them up. So Dawn, tell me what you know about this sow and how her birthing went, and this sow and how her birthing went.
So these babies were all born 6 days ago. Those babies are much bigger than these ones because she had twice as many babies when she was born. She's an older sow, so she only had 6 babies born. And she was very, very slow to follow farrow. She took all day long, whereas hers kind of just came out one right after the other.
Right. And how come these babies, these piglets look so much better than this? What does that tell you?
I think that this one here, she has some mastitis, so she doesn't have as many great nipples and maybe a little bit more competition for them to get the milk. She might maybe just has more milk than this one does.
Right.
Sometimes it's the health of the sow, sometimes it's
sort of the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
Right. And then tell us about that sow over there, or this sow here. What are you hoping happens here?
This one here, I expect in about two days maybe. She's pretty close to being having her babies. Not quite there yet. She's not doing all the indicators like the head bobbing and the making a nest.
So
but her milk has come in, so
we can tell because her bag is bigger, right?
Yeah.
That's one of the things that you can tell. She's got milk down there, but she just hasn't had her babies yet. And what's this about?
The lamp is at the back end so that when the babies are born, they have a nice warm place to come to. And then we have the lamps on either side of the mums so that they'll stay out from underneath the mum, or we don't want her to squish them, so we give them places that they'll go that they'll be nice and cozy. And we try to put a lot of bedding down and keep them from getting drafts and stuff, like the tarps we'll put on in the winter to keep the drafts down. And yeah, this lamp will get moved over here after she's had her babies. And then we'll take one of these poles right here and put it across and put another lamp on the other side of her so that they always have a nice warm spot to go depending on which side the mom's lying on. She'll nurse on this side and then she'll forward, she'll nurse on that side. But the babies will always stay nice and warm.
And this is a lot of your time is spent down at this end when we have a lot of pigs out.
Yeah, right? We don't have a full house at the moment, but normally it's just cooking in here with all different stages. And then tomorrow, actually, these mums will unpinch them, and these panels will open up, and then all the babies get to play together. But that's not till tomorrow. They just had their castration done today. I think I have to shut that feeder off.
Got it. Okay.
You don't know what is it we're saying. You don't know, you don't care. All you know is honey that you're faking. You don't know, you don't care. We're all having fun, bathing in the sun. We're all building castles, castles in the sand. We're having fun, we're having fun.
You don't know what is it we're hiding.
You don't know, it's not fair. All you know is, darling, that we're faking. You don't know, it's not fair. We're all having fun, bathing in the sun. We're all building castles, castles in the sand. We're having fun, we're having fun.
Nice try.
Sorry.
Okay, let's do what we were doing. You're okay with this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Anything for Tony.
Right. So, how close are these guys to weaning?
These guys are actually about 3 weeks old. They get their second vax next week, so
Right.
they're 5 weeks away from being taken from their moms and being just a group of.
I saw a lot of them outside earlier today.
Yeah, I was gonna say probably a group of 70 or so
Right.
pigs.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, so they're all good for a few weeks before we do anything with them.
Correct. Well, we'll give them their second vax next week.
Right.
These guys were weaned, except for these bigger guys.
Right.
They were weaned at the beginning of August, so they're about 6 weeks now, I think.
Right.
Maybe.
Looks about right.
These guys have had their second vaccination done. You and I did this last week. They are 3 weeks away from.
Let's go over and have a good look. This is as good as we get from this farm. Look at these guys.
All of these babies do not belong to this mom. I think she just has the best tasting milk, so everybody wants a taste of that. Poor mom.
Poor mom.
Yeah, like look at this one. She's got one on her.
Right,
Probably half of her babies that are on this one here.
And that little guy there, he's the one who's not doing so well, right?
Yeah, you know, it's, I give him a good chance of making it through, but not
He's got that stomach.
yeah,
They get all big.
yeah. It happens sometimes.
That's extraordinary.
And then we've got these little secret passageways for piglets to escape, like that guy over there can go through this way and that way.
It's all looking pretty good. And then these guys, these are just a mixed batch of dudes, right?
Yeah, so we had these two that weren't feeling very well, so we put them in with some younger characters just to give them a break from the get picked on by the bigger guys.
Right.
Yeah, I think these guys were weaned at the beginning of July.
Actually, I'm just going to grab a screwdriver to clean that feeder.
Okay, that's what I was just going to do.
You haven't done the feeder?
I haven't done the feeder yet. So that's what I'm do you want a shovel too, Tom?
Why not?
I just didn't find my gloves. That's the only reason I didn't.
Oh, yeah. Right. Come on, get out of there.
So they get blocked up down there.
Well, then maybe that's a good thing for Tony to follow you along while you do the feeders, right?
Sure.
Okay. Dawn's going to clean these feeders. In the morning, she does it, and again in the afternoon. Because it gets plugged up here, right? And the feed doesn't come out, so we have to make sure that's how they eat. And the feed comes down this tube, and it comes along that line there.
Oh,
And it drops down every day.
drop down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Here. And here.
Okay, maybe I'll clean some feeders too. I gotta get some feed.
What's the problem now?
The sheep are broke out.
Oh, broke out. 양들이 지금 도망 나와가지고 사과 줘가지고 애플 줘가지고 다 이렇게 집어넣는 거예요. 그래서 부럽으면서 이제 다 도망 나왔어요. 얘네. Easy. Right? Not easy? I think it could easy inside.
lucky today, very lucky. But I don't know how they broke out. So I'm going to go look for the problem. It doesn't seem right.
I know, because there's nothing real high on this side here. Right?
And I don't see any wool. Right? This
Yeah.
is quite something for them to jump over.
양들이
And
이래
this isn't-
normally.
There's no footprints
No,
or nothing's
no.
been disturbed.
You know, we had this problem before.
여기가 broken 됐대.
But they did come from here, so they had to have got
길이
in
너무
here
왜요?
somehow.
They didn't come through the barn, so it's along here somehow, right?
Yeah.
Damn. This just doesn't look like they came through here.
No, nothing's been disturbed here at all. And it's kind of a big jump for them. I just pulled this up here. Though. Well, are they even supposed to be in this room?
No, they're not. They're supposed to be in.
Run and check those fences to see if there's a hole.
I think what I should do
I can
is
see the gate open from here, actually.
I chained it
Oh,
shut.
no. Actually, it's this gate.
Right.
Yeah.
So if they're not up in the farm, shut that gate that goes up the lane, right?
This one right here.
Yeah. Get in?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna push these sheep up.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's go. Pigs break out, they kind of stay together.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
when
one more here.
sheep go everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't really mind this. What I'm going to do is go shut the gate out
Yeah.
to the outside, and then they can stay in this area. Yeah, please. Or either that, maybe Vio will get in a beard if I want to put him back. But it's going to take a little while. And actually, there's a bit of grass out there for them to eat in every section they're in.
Yeah.
So
long as the gate down there is shut in our
I don't think they can. I
think they came down here, went in
That's
there
right.
when we weren't looking,
That's
and then
right.
they came out just as quickly.
So if we shut that gate there, then they're locked on the farm. They're all the hell over the place. But
Yeah.
might be my fault, which is really frustrating.
I'll take the blame.
It's so much better if it's your fault.
Yeah, well, you can blame me to Vio. I'll cover your.
Well,
story.
thank you very much. I'll tell you what, I'll buy you a Tony Coke coffee sometime, maybe a pack of cigarettes.
Fabulous. Sounds good to me.
Yeah, well, that's very lucky, Tony. You caught the sheep breakout.
Okay.
This is farming.
Oh, yeah.
Always something.
Yeah,
Always
very
something.
good accident now.
My problem, you have. You're
Yeah, I'm happy now.
It's the blooper reel. He's
Yeah.
gonna have at the end, right?
Are we pretty much done?
I just have the last couple of feeders to play, so
Okay.
I'm gonna run down there and do that right now.
Right.
Maybe I'll see you before you leave anywhere.
Yeah, I think we should. Standard day of farming. Some good things. The crisis.
Very, very typical day of farming.
Everything was going a little too good, right?
The narrator in the background.
A little too good. All right. Well, I might see you at home, but if not, I'll see you tomorrow morning.
Sounds
and
good.
we will put all this mess of sheep back. And
I guess I don't need to worry about any gates. You'll take care of all
That's
the gates.
right, I'll take care of
I'm
the
gonna go that way.
okay. All right.
All right.
You have a good evening. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks, Tony.
Thank you.
This here fish, stickleback. Kind of comes out like this. It kind of goes boom.
Oh, yeah.
You watch.
Okay, first question. How did you get started in farming and what motivated you to choose farming?
I got started in farming because I grew up on a farm. My childhood was spent on a farm in northern BC. My dad grew grains and had pigs and some beef, and I think that's probably where I fell in love with farming. As for motivation to get into it as an adult, well, I don't think I ever lost the interest, but farming is very dynamic. It's a mix of active physical work and then some mental work, always problem solving, and that suits my character very much. Yeah.
What are some of the challenges and difficulties you face in agriculture or farming, and how do you overcome them?
It's a difficult, if we think of farming just as a business, it can be quite difficult to make money. So that's probably the biggest single problem. But within the more traditional idea of farming, drought is a problem for us, so we can solve for that by irrigating. Geese, Canada geese are a problem. They eat our crops. So we're working with various things to solve them, to get rid of the geese or at least deal with them. There's always something coming up, but if you're right-minded about it, it's always an opportunity to solve a problem. So if you hate problems, farming's not good, right?
Okay. Do you want to touch a little bit on the business side of things?
Sure. Well, regarding the business side of farming, the fundamental problem is this, that we're pretty small scale. So the foods that we produce, pork, lamb, chicken, the grain for the mill down the road here, is it's more expensive than industrially produced products. So if people are of a mind to buy the cheapest thing, they won't buy our products. If they're of a mind to buy something that's local, that employed local people, hopefully our animal welfare values are higher. This community looks the way it does in large part because there's farming here, green fields, lambs in the spring, pigs running around. If you value those things and are willing to spend a bit more on that pork chop or that chicken, then you will buy our products. So many people are money-minded when they buy their food. Not so many people vote with their food dollars for our products, and that's why the business model is pretty hard.
Interesting. Okay. Do you have any advice or insights you'd like to share with other couples or families considering starting or getting involved with farming?
Good question. Get into it cautiously. Start small. You better both like it. If one of you doesn't like it, you should stop. If for any reason you both don't like it, you should stop. You should only do it if you really enjoy it and kind of love it. It needs to be a passion, right? If you go into this thinking of, it's just a business, I think that's wrong-headed.
Okay. Lastly, what are your future plans or goals for operating the farm?
I would like to do everything we do a little bit better, right? I don't really want to expand the farm as much. We expanded it a lot from quite a small farm to, we have employees and a lot of acres under tillage right now. I just would like to do everything that we do a bit better and maybe a little more thoughtfully. Yeah.
Great. I think that's all for Tom. That was awesome. Vio, what kind of work do you do that's not farm related?
Not farm related.
Yeah.
Yes, okay. I work on children's immunization programs in developing countries. And so I work for the Gates Foundation that's based out of Seattle, but I'm a remote employee. And I work with a lot of organizations that help bring new vaccines to children and protect children from diseases like tetanus and polio and meningitis and measles. So
Great.
That's my job.
What kind of work do you do on the farm?
Well, on the farm, Tom manages the pigs and I manage the sheep. We have Dorset sheep, which is a flock that dates back to my grandfather's time, so the 1950s. And I manage the sheep and all the lambing around that. And then I also generally like to keep involved in seeing what else is happening on the farm. So we spend a lot of time, here's a map of the farm, we talk about the fields and the grazing and what we're going to plant and what we're not going to do.
Great.
So,
how many countries have you been for work?
More than 30 or 40.
Oh, God.
So, yeah. Mostly in sub-Saharan Africa and a little bit in Southeast Asia.
Okay. So you must be tired when you come back from traveling for work. Do you help out with the farm when you are home?
Yes, I do. And it's really, I feel very lucky because I come back and I can go walk around the farm and see where things are, and I always have 1,001 ideas that Tom and the other farm workers aren't so keen on. So I always have lots of ideas about what we can do to improve the farm. So.
Are you proud of the work you are doing both on and off the farm?
Yes, I love what we do with this farm because I think it's a really important part of the community. I love that we raise animals in a really humane way. I love the fact that we employ some great staff. We work closely with another farm, as you know, Parry Bay Sheep Farm. And it's very central to the community here. I love it when people do tours through the farm. I think for sometimes it's the first time children will see a pig or a sheep or a chicken or be able to go through a field and see grain. So I think that's pretty special. So
great. Here's another one, and this might be for the both of you actually. So Vio first, what would you like to do the most when you retire?
Well, I would love to do more on the farm. I want to do more with the sheep. I might actually start doing a little bit more intensive lambing. I might get a sheepdog again. I used to have one, and I haven't had time for that, so I might do that. And I really am very interested in actually bringing back native plants and creating wildlife corridors in the farm, because we have a lot of wildlife, and one of the challenges in Metchosin is people put up big fences, and so that's a problem for wildlife. So I'd like to keep wildlife corridors with native plants, and I think you saw us walking through the pond, rehabilitating the pond for ducks and all sorts of good things. So more on the farm, not so much travel, and more farming. I love farming. It's challenging, but I love it.
That's amazing. Tom, what would you like to do the most once you retire?
I would, my ideal would just keep on doing the same thing. Yeah. I'm about as happy as it can get right now. Maybe a little more reading, maybe a little bit of travel with Vio, like just kind of in British Columbia. One of our daughters is in England, maybe see her sometimes, but I really like farming and I'd like to keep on as long as I can.
That's so nice.
And we have a little grandson, so we like him to come. We want him to be a farmer too.
Right.
But he lives in Ottawa. He's 2.5 now.
Yeah.
So.
Next generation.
Next generation. He doesn't know it yet, but he's a farmer in training.
He's being groomed, yeah.
So.
That's amazing. Tom, Vio, thank you so much for letting us film and having us over and for doing the interview. We really appreciate it, and thank you for giving your time. This is Tom.
Vio! Yay!
I've been looking for someone like you, a kind man who's honest and who's true, the kind